Greetings. Hope everybody is well, and I hope that you are as well. On today's episode of the Skill Issue Podcast, episode 9 of season 2, we are going to be discussing, are people bored of Stalker enemies in Resident Evil? With me, as always, we have the one, the only, the Metal. How are you, mate?
You know me, I'm always fantastic.
Good. So, as we know, with Resident Evil, especially the more modern ones, there's been quite a few Stalker enemies, and in horror games in general, it seems if you have a horror game, it's almost a given there's going to be a Stalker enemy. So, like with Resident Evil, for example, we had Nemesis, but that went back literally Resident Evil Nemesis because he was a Stalker enemy back then. We've got Lady Dimitrescu.
Yep.
Mr. X, aka Moonboots.
Obviously, the upcoming one in Resi 9.
Yep. So yes, we're just going to look to see, are people bored of it? Are people excited for it? And obviously, if you want to let us know of your general opinion, let us know in the comments below. And also, we want to say thank you for the last video. You absolutely smashed it. Currently, it's on 290 views with 12 likes. Thank you ever so much.
Yep.
But please don't forget to subscribe because it does help us out massively because YouTube doesn't like us at the moment. But yeah, Metal's chuckling for a different reason. But anyway, but yeah, let's just get straight to it. So, Metal, what is your overall opinion on Stalker enemies?
I mean, I like them and I don't at the same time. It depends how it's done. For example, like good Stalker enemy, Mr. X. Like he's a good, especially in that RPD. If you look at the original Resi 2, right, it was pretty much free. Like we do Leon campaign A, it was free.
Yeah.
It was only zombies and liquors mainly, and obviously Birkin will pop up every now and again. But unless you played the B story, that's when Mr. X got involved originally. Then he did Stalker through. I always remember the one scene when you're walking down the hallway, and I think you go into the room. I think when you get to one of the cogs, I think if I remember correctly, and as you come back through, he bursts through a wall.
Yeah,
it's fairly early. Then from there, he's sort of like he's always on you. And obviously with the Resi 2 remake, they introduced that off the bat.
Yeah,
like obviously he's not at the beginning of the game, obviously, because when you first play through it, you think, oh yeah, nice. Then bang, lifts the helicopter up, he's there, and he's on you.
Yeah.
Especially in that nice tight hallways, you know what I mean? It keeps it nice and tense. And you think...
feel claustrophobic.
Yeah, you've got that pressure on you to keep moving. Because you're only safe in safe rooms. Because eventually how his AI works, he will track you down. Say you'll cross the map from him, he will track you down eventually, so there's no actual safe part from the safe rooms. And that was, like, to me, that was done well. Because, again, it's the pressure, especially being in RPD. And it kept it interesting, to be safe.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if it was a bit like the original, where the RPD was a bit free, I think it would have got boring quick.
Yeah.
In the RPD.
No, I agree.
Because, again, what would have been there? Zombies and liquors. And once you kill them all, I mean, it's pretty much free.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it does come free anyway when you do go back to the RPD, but that's after you've pretty much done everything there. And it gives you the opportunity to mop up anything you've missed. Because then Mr. X is obviously not there. But then, again, what else we got? Resi 3, the original. This is probably where I would say the peak of Stalker enemy happened. Was the original Nemesis. Because, again, compared to the remake Nemesis, I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, but the remake Nemesis, I was like, right, fair enough. I know they try to make him intense by like dashing over you and all this, but for me, it was like, it wasn't the same.
No, I didn't feel the same sense of danger compared to Resident Evil Nemesis, because with the remake, he runs, but like you said, he dashes over you, and then you end up going like a stop, drop, and roll sort of thing. But with the original, he didn't run; he full blown pelted at you.
Yeah, and he hunted you everywhere. Like they wouldn't know, because obviously there's some parts when in the remake. I don't want to go too much into the remake, but like
Mm.
Nemesis wouldn't again RPG. The original Jill goes for RPD. The original, and the remake she don't. But
Yeah.
this is the thing. Like Nemesis was like, especially as well they introduced Nemesis in the remake one I didn't like. It was like off the bat.
Yeah, within
Like you
two-minutes,
had a
if that.
GPS system. He's like, oh, Jill's right here. Like knew where she was. Like
Yeah.
picking the phone up for Brad. He's like, oh right, she's up there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he comes through the wall, which I didn't like. The
Yeah.
original's so much better because he's there to hunt stars. And obviously, spoilers again, the game's been out for nearly 30 years.
Yeah.
Is Nemesis kills Brad first as you go to RPD. And that's how you get introduced into Nemesis, which I think is a
Yeah.
10 times better way. And you get those like freeze moments as well where you got to pick to run or fight. And either way, it's a different scenario. And obviously, in the remake, you didn't really have that. I didn't feel like it was intense for
No.
me. Anyway, obviously, everyone's different. But for me, I didn't feel that intensity as the original. And that might be just where I played the original. Then, say, 20 odd years later, I played the remake, obviously. But for me, I think the Resi 3 remake Nemesis was done wrong.
Yeah. No, I agree.
And the way he looked and all. Like, in. Obviously, in the original, he's a lot more. He's shorter. Don't get it wrong. He's like shorter. He's not that much taller than Jill. Maybe in the
No.
original, he's maybe like 6 foot. Say about 6'5", 6'6", something like that. Obviously, in the remake, he's about 7 foot something. Well, he's massive.
Yeah.
But he had like a tiny waist. Then it went like that. You know, it like
Yeah.
he sort of had that like the hourglass figure, which again I didn't like. I
Yeah.
preferred the original where he's a lot more stockier.
Yeah.
And
More bulky.
and he felt more heavier, like when he chased you. But yeah, I think Resi 3 again, Nemesis was done wrong. People might disagree, but in my opinion, I think that type of stalker, that Nemesis compared to the original was like 1,000 times better.
Oh no, 100%. And even like, don't get me started on the phases of the Nemesis and the remake. It's fucking awful.
Yeah, like again, like, all the phases obviously that goes through Resident Evil history. You know what I mean, Birkin and all that. Like, I don't know what they did with Nemesis in the remake. Like, he turns into a dog.
He does.
And like the two last fights are the exact same fight.
Literally the exact same.
It's in a different location. It's the exact same. But if you play again, for anyone out there who hasn't played the original, please go play it. Like, go play it. It's not long. Like for the first playthrough, depending on RNG, between 6 to 8 hours. I mean, even these days, you can even Google the puzzles because I mean you got all that available now. Back in the day, you didn't have none of that, but you'll see the actual difference, and you'll feel the difference as well. Because that's the main thing about Stalker Enemy is the feel of that intensity, that dread. Like if we go to speak of like Alien Isolation, for example, right? That one of the best horror games ever made. The alien always felt, or you always felt its presence. Like even moments like spoilers. Even that there's a part where you had to wait for a tram and the music's going off. And you're waiting, and the music's going off, and you're thinking, oh, is it coming? Because the game makes it think there's xenomorphs coming, because it could turn up at any time. You may think you're safe, but you're not.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way.
Yeah, literally, you're not safe. And that's, again, it's another example of Stalker and redone right. Like, again, it's AI adaptive as well, like, so it learns. Especially on the higher difficulties. So say if you use like, the noise makers too much, it'll learn and go, right, that's not them. Which again, just adds so much to like that Stalker Enemy aspect. And which I hope Resi 9 Stalker Enemy has. Because I think you can throw like glass bottles in that. So if it learns and you throw like 3 or 4 of them, maybe on the higher difficulties, not obviously in the lower ones, because some people just like to play the game and just have a chill time. But on the higher difficulty, say you throw it 3 or 4 times and it learns, it goes, right, they threw that from over there, let's go over there instead over there. which
Yeah.
again I hope is because we sort of picked it up, didn't we? You picked it up when we went through the trailer, where it first entered the safe room, the light, it got
Yeah.
burnt. Then the second time, it didn't
It didn't
walk
go in.
in. No, it didn't walk in. It just went straight up.
Like, imagine. So that was the thing that I didn't like about Resi 2 Remake was the goofiness of being able to, like, if you had Mr. X directly outside the safe
Mm,
room door, he would stand there as if he literally
yeah,
couldn't do anything,
yeah,
and then he'd just walk away. With Resi 9 new Stalker enemy, I think it would be such a cool aspect if you went too many times in the safe room, because obviously with the light, it is a bit of a, like the new Stalker enemy sort of kryptonite.
yeah,
If the Stalker enemy just stuck his hand into the room and switched the light
yeah.
off,
That because again we've seen it from the trailers where it can
mm,
take the
reach,
pain as well
yeah,
because I mean it grabs Grace. I need to call her Alison, I ain't gonna lie.
yeah,
Grace, and obviously he drags her back into the darkness at one
yeah,
point. So again, that would be so you go in there like 3 or 4 times and it's like no, and just comes in, switches the light off, and
mm.
you're like because like things like that, those small little bits, that's what makes
Oh
like
yeah,
a stalker enemy so good. It's just those
mm,
tiny little bits. Because again, just make it for the harder difficulties. Like,
yeah,
even say you playing on normal, say you get like a limit of say I don't know, say 7 times you go into the because obviously in the first playthrough no one knows what they're doing. They're going to go to the
hmm,
safe room multiple times.
yeah,
So maybe give it a leeway to mean like 7 to 10 times. Then if it's there, just switch the light off. And I think that would create like that actual fear of people thinking, right, safe room's safe, but only for that amount of time.
yeah,
Then it'll help, especially like say if you want to speed run it, then say they know because obviously, as I say, you only go to the safe room on certain occasions, but they'll know how much they can go, then come in and out. And yeah, I think that would be a good
mm,
mechanic, which hopefully it would add. Because again, it'd be
yeah,
something different. Like, there's no been real like a resi enemy that's been smart,
adaptive,
like adaptive like that. So it's been
yeah,
smart, and I think that would definitely freshen it up. Because again,
oh
if
yeah,
it's like again like another Mister X, like Dimitrescu, don't get me wrong, it's good, but it's not unique.
it could be better.
It's not gonna push it forward because
No, exactly.
you always want to push past the boundary you already set. And like again, Lady Dimitrescu, fantastic stalker in me again, best part of Resident 8. Not
Yeah,
because it's Lady Dimitrescu, but our whole section's the best part.
hmm,
And I kind of wish the whole game was there
yeah,
and not past it because the rest of it is again rather poo. But we've talked about that in previous episodes, so I won't go too deep into it.
yeah,
But yeah, I think definitely like what you said, have that like because again, like some people might actually be getting bored of stalker enemies. So you might go, oh, great, another stalker enemy. I'll just go
mm,
hide in the safe room. But if it adds that little bit of spice,
mm.
I think that would definitely take Resi 9 miles above all the rest.
Oh, 100%. Like, and with your point as well, when if you use the glass balls too many times, like
Mm,
like just imagine when you see in this thing, like this thing is humongous, and you're in like a semi lit room. It's dark, but it's not too dark, and you throw a bottle in one direction. Could you just imagine you seeing the stalker enemy, just look in the direction, and then suddenly it goes and turns the other
yeah,
way, and the look goes in your direction.
mm,
You would shit your
yeah,
pants, because I
exactly.
know I would.
Yeah, that's what they
Um,
need. Is that moment of going, that ain't working
yeah,
anymore. Because then it makes the player
yeah,
think as well.
yeah,
Because like to me, like something like that would keep it so fresh. Like,
hmm,
because again, you think, as a stalker enemy, I can do this and go this way. Like the what's been done 1,000 times before. So like that little bit like spice, that little bit of like, oh, I can't do
yeah,
that anymore. I'm kind of screwed here now. Would definitely like I'd say tenfold. Like this could be the best stalker enemy they've done if they do
yeah,
that. Otherwise, it'd just be exactly the same as Mister X, Lady, like all them.
yeah. Because I saw quite a few things on the internet, like on YouTube, for example. Like quite a few people are bored of the stalker enemy,
Mm,
primarily because you can only run from it. You
yeah,
can't really, well, you can knock. Mr. X down eventually,
Yeah.
but there's no killing them. And I think if you killed a Stalker enemy, there would be no point in them being in the game.
No. No.
I
Cause,
think like they would have to stay there because that's like one of the main features of the game
what?
itself.
But that's the thing is, like, say if you killed, say you again, say Nemesis, say you killed him right at the beginning, all the game's gone. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's a reason they're there because they're saying like,
Hmm.
you're fighting me. We're gonna fight later on. You can't kill me now, but later on
Yeah.
you can. Because
Hmm.
as all Resident Evil go, every boss has at least like 2 or 3 phases.
Yeah.
At least 3 phases. Right? There are
Hmm.
3 phases. So if say you just went, oh, we killed the Stalker now. All right, the rest of the game's free. Very cool,
Yeah.
fantastic.
It'll be boring.
Well, you go to a boss fight arena, you walk in there, and goes, where is it? Oh yeah, I killed it an hour
Yeah.
ago. You know what I mean? It just wouldn't make sense. That's the reason why you
No.
can't kill them because you're not meant to. They're there just to
Yeah.
put that intensity, that fright into the player.
Because it's like when you were a kid and you used to play hide and seek.
Mm,
Your adrenaline rush when you're hiding and you're waiting for your
yeah,
friend to try and find you, you will always have that
mm,
adrenaline rush. And it's nice that horror games are sort of bringing back that hide and seek thing because it's
yeah,
bringing the inner kid out of us as
yeah.
well and that fear. But yeah, I don't agree with being able to kill the stalker enemy. I think that's
No,
the most
no,
stupidest
that'd
thing.
be terrible. Like the game would be terrible. Because
Yeah.
like again, like what would happen to the rest of the game? Like when you actually say fight the Resi 9 stalker, obviously we don't know the name of the thing of it yet, but like what they can do? A little note comes out on the screen. Oh, you killed the boss earlier. Just carry on through. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just like doesn't make sense. I mean,
No.
because the whole point is because again, the story. But if say you play Resi 3, right, for example, Nemesis is intense and he can kill you, but it takes a little bit of time. Like you can take a few hits. It's not like he can like one tap you like you would say in a boss fight. So yeah, not if you just went because it's where you got awards as well for down in Nemesis. Mr. X you didn't. I mean, you got an achievement. You took his hat off, and that's about it. But the awards, like you got like gun parts, for example,
Yeah.
with Nemesis are down him, so they still gave you that reward of
Mm.
saying that you've downed him. Now here's a gun part to mod one of your guns. So again, so maybe they bring that back in, where say
Mm.
this Stalker enemy. I don't know how you're gonna do it because we don't
Yeah.
know the actual how the game plays out, and we. From what we've seen so far, it doesn't look like you can have a lot of resources, like weapons wise.
No.
Because we've only seen like the one gun at the
Yeah.
moment. So
It's like a hand cannon. It's quite
yeah,
big.
yeah. So maybe you're not meant to down this Stalker. It's more for distracting.
Mm.
Because it seems like this one, if it gets hold of you, you're dead. Because
Yeah.
as we've seen on one of the trailers where it grabs Grace, then it seems to go to bite your head off. So
When you compare like Nemesis to Alien Isolation,
mm,
you like with Nemesis, he could hit you, like you said, about 4 or 5 times, and then
mm,
eventually you would die. With Alien Isolation, if you're caught, you're dead.
yeah, yeah,
With what I think would be cool if you could somehow down the new Stalker enemy for Resi 9, if they came back more aggressive.
or so down them, or if you could trap them.
Mm.
So say like, because again, it doesn't seem got a lot of resources. So maybe you can trap him in certain areas, like I don't know,
Mm.
in a room or some sort of like case, something like that. Instead of
Give you
trying
a
to
little bit
down
more
him.
breathing space,
Yeah, a
but it
little bit.
wouldn't guarantee that it was like a
No,
permanent thing.
no, it wouldn't be permanent. Obviously, eventually the monster would get out. Eventually, because otherwise, if you just trapped it in a room and it stayed there for the whole game again, you'd run into that situation.
Yeah.
But I feel like the actual not being able to fight back aspect, what sort of gives it intensity.
Yeah.
Because again, you can sort of fight back to a certain extent, but not. It's not like you can just kill
Yeah.
the Stalker enemy. But yeah, I don't agree with like being able to kill it because again,
No.
it's like,
Because like if you killed it and then it suddenly came back in a boss fight, it just takes out the.
It
It
would make
makes you just
sense.
go, "What?"
Yeah, it would make
Yeah,
sense. I know it's like a fantasy world anyway. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's all made up, but like, there's still um like rules basically which you gotta
yeah.
stick by to make it make sense in that universe. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Because say like you killed Nemesis off the bat, he's completely dead. You're like, yeah, GG noob, teabag him. You move on, then you go into the boss fight and he disappeared. You know what I mean? It
Yeah,
just wouldn't make
perfectly
sense.
fine.
Yeah, perfectly fine. Goes, you didn't kill me. You know what I mean? It
Yeah,
doesn't make sense. So yeah, yeah, I don't agree with that in the
no,
slightest.
no, me either. But like with the trapping aspect as well, I think that would be interesting if, like, let's say if you somehow, I don't know, created like a little trap room,
Mm,
and you trap it in. I think for like a nice little touch of realism, if, like, let's say you just wanted to watch the creature in the trap room just to see what it does, I think it would be nice if there was actual animation of the creature getting frustrated, getting
mm,
angry, and then you could hear it like make groan, like, like rolls or stuff, and then you could see it physically like trying to break the bars or
mm.
try and break a wall, and then eventually it does come out. I
Well,
think even stuff like that, it just
well, again, that
creates
could
some
add
additional
something
atmosphere.
because say that you trap it, you go off and you can still hear it like smashing, like, trying to break free,
Mm,
and all of a sudden you hear this big crash, and then you realise, oh, it's out
yeah,
again. And obviously now this one can go up, so you don't know where it's going to come back out from.
yeah.
But again, it all depends on how the game plays. For me, it
Mm.
looks more like
It looks a lot like Alien
and
Isolation.
sort of like it's going to play a bit more like Alien Isolation when you ain't going to have a lot of resources. It ain't like Resi 2 where you got, to be fair, you got a lot of resources in Resi 2, unless you play hardcore. But
Yeah,
so you play normal, you got quite a lot to work with, and down Mr. Well, put him on his knee for like a few minutes so you can get away.
yeah,
Again, with Resi 3, a lot of resources. So
yeah.
I feel like this is going to be more of a stealthier Resident Evil, which we've not had.
No, I think the last Resi you could semi stealth is probably Resi 4,
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
that was again a different mechanic. That was
Yeah.
to give more use, especially for the knife, because
Mm.
you couldn't like stealth. I mean, you couldn't actually
No,
stealth for
no,
a
no.
whole level. It was just so you can get a one shot on, say, a brute or something like that.
Yeah.
Because like, again, in a game like Resi 4, which doesn't have a stalker enemy.
Well, they tried.
Well, yeah, like, I don't know Mendez, for example.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what they wanted to do with Mendez because I feel like you could have made him be the stalker
Mm.
through the village part. Because there was some parts in the village where you killed everyone, you're like just dotting around, and like all the intensity is gone.
It's gone.
But
Yeah.
obviously the saving grace of Resi 4 that the actual action parts are so good, it can get away with it.
Yeah.
Because all the, especially like the beginning part when you're fighting in that little village, you got the chainsaw guy, it's so high intense that you sort of welcome that moment of quiet where you can mop everything up.
Yeah.
Because again, it's two different games. So even though they're in the same series, but if you look at Resi 4 and Resi 2, they play totally
Oh,
different.
it, yeah. Completely different ball game.
Yeah. So like Resi 4 could get away with that. So that's probably why they didn't have Mendez
Yeah. As like a
stalk
proper
you
stalker.
through. Because that's what he was meant to be, because he was unkillable when he in those
Yeah.
parts. He was like semi Mr. X ish, big, slow, heavy. But he was like again not important.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He wasn't like the main focus. He was in the game for about in total about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean, these boss fights not even. I mean, it's not even hard really. I mean, because
no.
since they added the parry mechanic, you could parry most of his attacks, and it gave you the prompt anyway, so it was fairly easy to do his boss fight. But yeah, I don't think even having a Stalker enemy Resi 4 would have suited it, because it was like too
No.
action,
Action packed. Yeah.
and like you had a lot of resources, and after a fight you had none. So if you had a
Mm.
Stalker enemy there, like after you just had that massive fight, you think, oh no, here we go. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it would throw the flow off the game. the pacing
Yeah.
of it. So yeah, but again, like Resi 5, no Stalker enemy. Resi 6, Semi had one in Jake's one. Always forget the name of it. But it's like the big like thing. It's like the use of tank or something. It's called, and like if it caught you, it killed you. Like, and it was unkillable to a point as well. It was like semi stalkerish in Jake's campaign.
Well, Resi 6.
Yeah, Resi 6, yeah.
I'm surprised we even come onto that game, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to think, like,
Hmm.
I think that's it really for Stalkers and Resident Evil. Like,
Yeah.
because
You know
again,
what?
Resi
You
1.
know what game I think would have a really good stalker enemy?
Well,
Dead Space.
technically, there is. Like, the Regenerator. I know it's not like. Again, it's not the entire game, but it's one section where it's after you and you can't kill it. Because, is it Mercer, the Doctor Mercer? He goes, I'm going to release, obviously releases his hunter and that hunt Isaac, and you kill it. Spoilers. In obviously the cryo chamber thing, you freeze it and you blow it up. Then they come back in Dead Space 3. The Regenerators.
I barely played that game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. If I remember correctly, this is going back years. There's one part where they're in like these tubes, like these massive tubes, and they broke free for it, and I think you could have like 2 or 3 on you at a time. But yeah, I think Dead Space again. That's a different way it plays. That is all built on atmosphere, and like the whole jump scare aspect of the the not xenomorphs, the
Necromorphs.
necromorphs. That's it. Where they're gonna come from. Because obviously they come from the vents and everywhere pretty much. Again, I mean, they could have done a Stalker enemy, but then they would have to tone it down on the enemy front.
Yeah.
As well, because again, there's some sections where there's a lot of necromorphs coming at you.
Yeah, because you would have to have that equal balance.
Yeah. Because that's the thing as well. By having a Stalker enemy, you got to make that balance of not having too many mobs as well. Because imagine like RPD, you go down a hallway. Don't get wrong, there's fair few zombies, but imagine you walk down a hallway, there's like 7 zombies staring at you, and you got Mr. X right behind you. Yeah. I mean, you're kind of screwed, didn't you? So it's having that balance aspect, which I think they might have struggled with in Dead Space.
Yeah.
Because again,
fair enough. Yeah.
Because it's like a mixture of like action. It's more of an action horror, survival horror.
It is.
Than actual like again. Alien Isolation, for example. Like, it could have worked, maybe. Maybe they can do that for if they ever do Dead Space 4.
Yeah.
Maybe they can change it and go, oh, this time there's going to be a Stalker enemy. But is it really Dead Spacey to have a Stalker enemy on you at all times?
Yeah, because that's the thing. Because Dead Space 1 and 2 they're phenomenal games. Dead Space 3 is when it just went tits up.
I mean, it's all right for a co-op game. Like, if you want to have a bit of a laugh.
So is Resident Evil 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a bit along those lines. Like, if you compare 1 and 2, like Dead Space 1 is one of the best horror games ever made. Like, it set a bar so high that there's not really been any other game in that sort of horror genre to get to that level of Dead Space. Like, again, one that comes to my head, one of my biggest disappointments is Callisto Protocol, and it's made by the guy who made Dead Space, and it was terrible. Like, I haven't regretted buying many games in like 25 years of gaming. That is one of them I regret buying. I can always remember it.
That's the guy from Transformers, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the army dude, isn't he?
Yeah.
Josh something.
I can't remember his name.
Yeah, Josh something. But he's in it. The story's terrible. It's so bland and boring.
Right.
The combat was god awful. Right, it had a dodge mechanic. Right. and all you had to do was hold the stick in the direction the enemy was swinging, and it dodged automatically for you. There was no timing aspect, and all the enemies had the same attack. It was like left, right, left. So it was like that's all it was, the whole entire game. Don't get me wrong, game setting wise, fantastic.
Mm.
The way the game looked, the artwork was amazing, really good. And if I remember correctly, 3 of the bosses were the exactly same enemy.
Lush.
And the
That's
last
always
boss,
what you want.
was boring as fuck. Like honestly, like it was one of the biggest disappointments I've ever played. It came out around about, I think around about this time, like a few years ago. I think it's about 2-3 years ago now when it came out. I always thought, got it, gonna play it, played it, and then afterward I thought, I'm never playing that again. Like even they paid me money, I wouldn't buy it. Even
Yeah.
it's £100 to pay the game. I know, keep money, like keep it. I don't want to play it.
Yeah, because it looked good on because like the trailer looked
It
amazing,
looked,
but I
yeah,
remember you telling me that it was absolutely
yeah,
crap.
it was terrible.
Um,
Like
and that's what I'm hoping for Resi 9. That
what for it to be
because
poo? Really, at first.
no, because when we first saw the trailer, and it was predominantly first person when the trailer first came out, and I just went, "We got another Resi 7 or Resi 8 on our hands," and like you could sort of predict it because like with Resi 7 and Resi 8, the first quarter was good. And then it lost its character for me, and then just went downhill.
Yeah.
And I just thought, oh, can we just have like an actual good original Resident Evil? Because we haven't had a good original for a long, long
I
time.
mean, the last one, well, you could argue Resi 4. It
Mm,
was the last good one, obviously, because it had 5, 6. Some people argue 7's good. Like,
mm,
don't get it wrong, maybe if you're newer to the franchise, but if you're a bit older and like, you've played it, it's not a Resi game. Not a main game,
no,
anyway. It's not a
no,
main game.
like you don't really care for Ethan Winters. You see Timu version of Chris Redfield. Like literally, the only good aspect of that game, in my opinion, is Jack Baker and the
Yeah,
Baker House.
again, he's a stalker, Emmy. We forgot to
Yeah.
mention about Jack Baker.
Oh
But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I forgot about mentioning about him. But yeah, again, he's technically a stalker because he stalks in the first half. Because again, there's
Mm,
another running theme from 7 to 8, where the first 2 hours you get stalked by the good enemy, the boss that everyone wants. Then they go away. Then the rest of the game's poo. So like
yeah.
Jack Baker was good. Again, a good stalker enemy because again he had that intensity because he had bust through a wall.
Yeah,
And he had the lines he would say, like obviously, like "Welcome to the family, pal,"
family. But yeah,
and all them. And
yeah,
again, he wasn't massive. I mean, he was just like a normal sized bloke. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
but again, it was intense enough to be good in my opinion. And that was like the best part of the game. Again, the first like 2 hours again
Mm,
was the best part. Then if the best part's the beginning part, then you know when you've done something wrong, in my opinion.
yeah,
Because the best part should be like usually beginnings are usually good, but it should get better. Like the
yeah.
ending should be the best part of the game, in my
Hmm.
opinion. Not the beginning or the mid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They should be good,
Like
but not better in the end.
yeah, like the games should be treated like a three-course meal. You
Basically,
start
yeah.
off with your starters, and it's pleasant, it's nice.
Mm,
Then you have your mains, you're like, oh, that was good. And then you
mm.
have your dessert. Like with Resi 7, the starters was good. The main and then the dessert was like a gone off bloody
Yeah.
cheesecake. You're like, I'm not touching that.
Well, that's
Um
exactly like that point you're making there. Say you went to a restaurant, you go and told your friend it, and they go, "What was the best part of your meal?" And you went, "The starter." They're gonna go, "Oh, like,
what's the point?
you know, what's the point? Like, if the main meal is not great, no
Mm,
one's gonna go there, aren't they?"
exactly.
So, yeah. And like, say
You
you
know what?
mate,
You can quote down the comments.
yeah.
If when you think about buying a game, just think, would my friends eat from this restaurant? If they don't, then don't buy it.
If the best part's the
um,
starter, don't go. Basically,
yeah,
just don't do
yeah. Um, but I am looking forward to because I must admit the Stalker enemy in Resi 9 it looks
it.
absolutely menacing and it looks terrifying. And I
Yeah,
think it's the biggest Stalker enemy we've ever had. I
yeah.
think she towers over Nemesis.
Maybe, yeah.
Like
Like,
like in a normal room, she's
Yeah.
like crouched, like leaning over.
Mm.
But I just pray that they do it right and they do it well and they give it justice.
I have one little concern though that I just thought about.
Hmm.
Obviously, it kind of lean more into the stealth aspect. It looks like.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've not had that in a Resident Evil before. Again,
Hmm.
Resi 2, going with Stalker with like Resi 8, 7. They're not stealthy games. So will people adjust to that having to be stealthy against this Stalker enemy?
Well,
That's if it plays out. Are they going to receive that well? Considering all the rest of the games are gun, shoot, run, gun, shoot, run, run,
yeah.
run, gun, gun. You know what I mean? This one's going to be more. Oh no, on Grace, the monster's there. I'm gonna have to be quiet instead of like, shoot my way out things.
Yeah. No, unfortunately, me and Stealth are not best mates. As me and as Metal knows. Um, I don't do particularly well in stealth, especially in horror games, because I'm like in real life, I'm so heavy-handed
Yeah,
with everything. Um, but I think it would be I think it's an interesting aspect to introduce to Resident Evil to a proper stealth aspect. Like, I hate when you do have games where you literally crouch and you're invisible to everyone, and they could be literally staring at you, but they're like, oh, I don't know who's
that's
there.
like 99 Sneak on Skyrim days.
Yeah. But yeah, I hope it does it justice, and because from the design of the stalker enemy, it looks phenomenal.
Mm,
The way it interacts with things, the way it moves. I think they are bringing back the real scare, fear,
yeah,
and horror aspect to Resident Evil, which is nice. But they have to nail it.
but
They really do.
this is the thing. This one, like, I've not seen hype around a Resident Evil like this in well since the remakes have been done. Really,
Mm,
like
yeah.
this again. They said this is the most expensive one they've made in terms of money
Hmm.
they've put into it. So this could make or break the series. Like
Yeah.
I know there's been
Literally.
a lot of make or break moments, hence like Resident 5, 6, and all that fun stuff. But this one could potentially just go. You know what? People are fed up with Resident Evil now. Like
Yeah.
maybe not the hardcore fans will probably like go back to
Stick
it,
to
but
the originals.
more like the
Yeah.
casual players might go. You know what? I ain't gonna buy Resi 10 because obviously there's gonna be a Resi 10. Yeah, I mean, they might go, nah, this is it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
this one, like to me, is probably the most important Resident Evil to date
Hmm.
that's been done. Because this
Yeah.
one, I've not seen hype around a Resident Evil in like this again since probably the remakes were announced.
Yeah. Because like the Resi 3 remake, the hype on that,
Oh,
Jesus.
yeah,
But then he was a big
yeah,
letdown.
like again, because obviously Resi 2 was so good, and everyone
Mm,
thought, oh, Resi 3 remake is going to be even better because it's obviously Resi 3 is probably like the overall fan favourite of the older generation, should we say? Obviously, probably the fan favourite is Resi 4. It's probably like the
yeah.
biggest fan favourite. So the older generation was like, yeah, this is going to be good because it's going to be copy paste updated graphics. That's what everyone wanted. Copy
Hmm.
paste updated graphics, and obviously tweaking some of the mechanics, like the dodge mechanic, make it cleaner and all that fun stuff. No, no.
Yeah. They really need to smash out the park. They need to have, obviously, with the Stalker enemy, it needs to be good and it needs to be interesting. Grace, I already love Grace compared to bloody Ethan
Mm.
Winters, Jesus. Um, but like even with like some of the sub enemies you may get, or like the sub bosses, if they are any, they need to be memorable. They need to be
Well,
interesting.
from what we've seen, is obviously we've got the main stalker enemy.
Hmm.
Usually, I don't think that's going to be the main boss
No.
because obviously there's been hinted at that Spencer is back, like he never died. So
Yeah.
like obviously he's gonna be in the game, and obviously he's gonna be the boss.
Mm.
So I probably would say it's gonna be at least two. There
Yeah.
might be
Minimum of
even
two.
there might even be like some smaller bosses as well,
Mm.
like what
Yeah.
ones we ain't seen yet.
Hmm.
But it could be two because again, if you look at Resi 2, there's two bosses in there. Resi 3. Obviously, Nemesis is the main. Got the Earthworm. That's about it, really, I think.
Yeah.
But like, I wouldn't mind if there's only 2. Again, like if it fits the game, because you obviously don't overcrowd with bosses. Have like Resi 4 bosses in a stealth Resident Evil. You know what I mean? Turn around and Salazar's behind you laughing at you. You know what I mean when you play it. But
Yeah.
but yeah, like I feel like it's definitely going to be at least 2. There's obviously main Stalker enemy, and well, it's probably about 90% sure it's Spencer. You know what I mean? Obviously, personally, I don't. To me, I could be wrong. I don't feel Leon is going to be in the game.
No, I think there will be a
There'll
returning character.
There might be a reference to Leon, said Jill, but I feel like they would have announced it by now.
Yeah,
unless they are just keeping it quiet until you play it. But
yeah, or like a week before.
Yeah,
because
like,
just so I know Leon's in the game, because that will just go.
Well, exactly. Like Leon's a massive selling point. I mean, he's probably the most fan favorite character in the franchise. Is Leon S. Kennedy. I don't know why I'm pointing to the screen. I'm pointing at that, and no one can see it. But but like, he is like the big selling point.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, by the way, Leon Kennedy's in this game. Then obviously everyone's going to be even more hyped because Leon's back. So to me,
I think they would have announced it by now, because what's the point in hyping it for the last week? You might as well like hype it now, because the hype only grows. But I think, like we spoke about this on like a previous episode, what sort of returning characters we would like to see, and Carlos. I would love to see Carlos from Resi 3 remake back in. Because that's one of the things they did do quite well. But I just don't know how they would tie it in. Because that's the thing. Because this is like the aftermath of Resi. Is it Survivor? No, it's not Survivor,
Outbreak.
is it?
Outbreak.
That's it.
Well, it's I think it's set like, if I remember correctly, you can please correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's 8 years after Resi 8.
After Resi, yeah.
But that's the thing as well, by the way. I did notice that the other day, because I was watching a little bit of Resi 8, and it says at the end, right? I always thought it says the winter's story is finished, but it doesn't. It says the father's story is done. So, could Rose be introduced into Resi 9?
Potentially.
Because I did notice that this just says the father's story is done.
I thought it said Ethan. Or the winter, yeah.
I thought it said but it says the father's story's done. Unless it said something in the DLC, because I've not actually played the DLC or seen anything.
I've played the DLC, but I haven't completed it.
Obviously, if anyone does watch this and it says anything different at the end of the DLC, please let us know, because I've not actually played the DLC, so I'm not 100% sure. But like, maybe Rose could be introduced at some point. Because it's kind of strange how they built her up.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden now she's not going to be in it at all.
Yeah. And that's a good point. And if they like, Grace and Rose do have some similarities, like the white hair. Normally in any game or movie, if you go white hair, there's something up with you.
Well, look at the Witcher series. Well, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But like, even in the trailer, the guy that looks like Mad Eye Moody from Harry Potter, he even says like to her, like, you're unique, sort of thing. So maybe they could be a tie-in with Grace and Rose.
But that guy is Spencer, I believe.
Yeah, I think he is Spencer as well. Yeah, after when we had our last discussion, bloody hell, how big is that cup?
About 2 liters.
Jesus.
Yeah, well, from Home Bargains, about £6, I think it was.
Oh, it's a bloody bargain, mate. That's what they call it.
Home Bargains. Not sponsored.
No. But yeah, I think I would like to see a returning character, but only time will tell. Like, I'm all down for them making their own original characters, but they have to be interesting. Like Ethan, I did not find interesting at all, because you don't even get to see his face.
No.
But with Grace, you immediately do, and her voice actor is phenomenal.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, that's the thing as well,
but
making it interesting. Again, back to the Stalker enemies.
mm,
Again, people, again, Lady Dimocrest was very interesting, obviously for many reasons, but she was very interesting. Jack Baker,
yeah,
interesting. I
yeah,
mean, if you look at the rest of the family, like Marguerite and like Lucas, no one ever talks about them because they're not interesting.
no,
Nemesis, obviously, people still talk to Nemesis to this day, and he's still a fan favorite to this day because again, he's interested. Same as Mr. X, Birkin. They all got something in
mhm,
common that they're all interested and people are interested in them.
yeah,
And it seems people are already interested in this new Stalker enemy because obviously there's theories coming out. Is it Alyssa? Is it something else? Is this Rose? I've heard people say it's Rose.
I don't think it's Rose.
No, it's not Rose. But I've heard people say it could be Lisa from Resi 1.
Mm,
Or similar to Lisa from Resi 1. Because
yeah,
again, they do look very similar. Like maybe they're part of the same project and all that fun stuff. Obviously, this one's like about 4 times the size of Lisa. Lisa was
I was
about.
going to call it Alice. Like I don't want to do you then.
But like, again, like Lisa was again massive. I'm pretty sure she was just about the same height as Jill, maybe a little bit taller because she was hunched over a lot. So maybe as she went up, maybe she'd be a bit taller. But there's a lot of theories behind this Stalker. I mean, it seems a lot of people are interested in this one
Yeah,
already have not even played the game, which is a good sign that they've made an interesting Stalker enemy that people are gonna want to find out who it is.
mm,
Because that's the main thing is having that interest in the Stalker enemy and how it plays.
yeah,
That's the massive part is building the interest in the actual character. Because you can put any Stalker enemy in a game, but if it hasn't got that interesting factor to it, getting like all the rest of them, people can go, "Oh, right, I'm had enough of this one now."
yeah.
It's been an hour. Like, go away. You know what I mean?
Because that's the thing. Gamers are very impatient.
Yeah.
If you don't get the gamers engaged,
No, that's
we're
the
not
important. Is
interested.
the engagement because again, no one wants to sit there and play a game they don't like.
Hmm.
Like, I mean, I don't. If I don't like a game 10 minutes, I'll turn it off.
Yeah,
Refund it.
well,
You know what
I did that. I almost did that for 2 years. DVD.
I mean? True, but it's like, yeah, I think that is the most important aspect, and I think they've really nailed that. Is building that interest. Again, the theories are coming out. Obviously, with like Lady D, didn't no, like, didn't need to put theories out because it was just there. Like you already knew who she was.
Hmm.
Obviously, she's got backstory which you can find out, but
Yeah,
this Stalker enemy is like, who is it? Like again, like with Nemesis, it was obviously a tyrant, a version of a tyrant. Same as
yeah,
Mr. X, he was a version of a tyrant. You already knew that going into it, pretty much. This one, we don't even know what it is. No
no,
one knows what it is. Is it some sort of tyrant? Is it something from the G virus, like Ouroboros, Las Plaga? You know what I mean? Like the mold. If it's is it like a combined of all of them put together? Like
mm,
no one knows anything about this one, so it's already created that mystery that people already.
yeah.
Oh, what is it? Who is it? You know what I mean? Like, I think it's Alyssa personally.
I think it's Alyssa as
I
well
think it's
because
Alyssa.
it would make sense. Because normally, like in any game, if you don't see a character die, they're not dead.
Yeah, yeah.
The
If you don't
same
actually
goes for TV
physically
shows.
see the body,
Yeah,
they're
they're
not
not
dead.
dead.
Because
Yeah,
obviously in the past that's how it's happened. If your character's died, then you turn around, they're at the door going, "You're right, mate. How you doing? I didn't really
yeah,
die." So
yeah.
yeah, but again, it could be wrong. It could
Hmm.
be again. It could be someone like Spencer. It could be like a board member that was on
Mm,
Umbrella, or someone we've not even heard of yet.
yeah.
Or it could be
Oh,
Carlos.
could be Greg.
It could be Greg. I forgot about Greg.
Greg. Yeah,
Imagine it was
I was,
Carlos and it just had his hair.
that would
That'd
be
be a big
funny.
giveaway, wouldn't it? It's like, I wonder who that is. He's got
Yeah,
Carlos's hair.
just all curly and all. Yeah. You know what? I was gonna say. I almost said, "Oh, Glenn." I was like, "No, that's from The Walking Dead."
They do.
And I went, "It's Greg."
It's Greg.
Oh yeah, that would be funny if it had like the curly afro.
It
Like,
just said,
I wonder who you are.
I wonder who you are. I've seen that hair somewhere before. And he said, I won't. It did to the monster goes, I won't leave you in a Carlos's world. And there's fucking.
Yeah, because if he was Chris, he would be on roids.
I mean,
Um,
no one would know because he's had so many different faces. No one would know if it was
that's
Chris or
true.
not. Because one minute he's jacked up, steroid, freak who punch boulders, and then the next minute he's some random guy that come out of a helicopter and you don't know until he goes, "I'm Chris Redfield." Like,
yeah.
Since when?
Or it would have been funny if they gave the Stalker enemy like Leon's like normal like cut with the curtains.
Unless all this time Chris has been like an experiment, but he can morph himself into different
shapeshifter.
He's a shapeshifter. That's why they always change his appearance. Maybe Chris is the real threat from the beginning.
Yeah.
If that's true, you're it first, by the way.
Yeah, because he was in Stars, and then he was a part of Umbrella, and then he became BSA, I think it was.
Yeah, BSA, yeah.
Yeah. He's getting his fingers into too many pies.
And he keeps changing. Like I said, his face changes all the time. I mean, 1 minute he's buff, next minute he's skinny, you know what I mean?
And then he's dench, and you're just like, I don't know if he's coming or going.
Yeah, you don't know who he is. You don't know his name. What's his name? Like fucking Greg? Maybe he's Greg.
Greg Bluefield.
Cracked it. We cracked it right here. Chris is the real enemy.
Yeah, subscribe for more tips and tricks. But like I'm all down for the Stalker enemy as long as the Stalker enemy is interesting, is deadly. Like I don't like if a Stalker enemy can hit you 4 or 5 times, you don't feel, you just go, so I could take a little bit of a beating.
Yeah.
But if a Stalker enemy just goes, nah, you're mine, and then you literally just get one hit, I think it does add that, oh shit, I need to be just a little bit more careful.
Well, I think that's how it's going to go, like, in this one. I think it's going to be more stealth-based, and if you get caught, you're screwed. It's going to kill you.
Yeah.
It's a bit like clickers from Last of Us. No matter what difficulty you played on, they caught you, you're dead. Like, you play on the easiest difficulty, you use one shot, which I thought definitely added something different. Actually, like, you're scared of them. You know what I mean? For, oh no, it's a clicker. If I get caught, I'm dead. And that's what you want. You want to be scared, especially in a stealth setting. You want to be scared of the thing you're trying to hide from. Because
tension,
exactly. It's like, look, if you're trying to stealth and it was like Nemesis and it come out and punched you and you're still alive, like, you think, I can get away with it for a little bit. But this one, so if you make one mistake, that could be it. You know what I mean? It's a bit more hardcore, should we say?
Yeah.
Again, like Alien Nation, which is hardcore. It's not easy. The game's not easy at all. And this one, it doesn't seem you're able to shoot your way out of things. So I think the change of it is going to be good, because again, we've had the same old Stalker enemy from 2 all the way up to like 8. You know what I mean? Like, it's all the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Big enemy, bum 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 bum. Shoot yourself, run. You know what I mean? Hit you 3 or 4 times, it's still fine. But now this one's going to completely flip it on its head, and which again is going to keep it fresh.
It's quiet as well.
Like, imagine,
imagine you're walking through a hallway and you don't hear anything, blah blah blah, and then suddenly you hear the faintest creak, and you turn around, and that's when it starts chasing you. And it's not like it's like 20 or 30 feet behind you; it's like 10 feet.
Yeah.
You're gonna shit your pants.
It doesn't look that quick at the moment.
It doesn't.
Maybe because it's in a confined space and obviously it can't really move. Maybe if it's in more in an opened area, maybe it'd be a bit quicker. But I think it's a welcome change from what we've had, because again, it'd be same old, it wouldn't add anything different. Because especially if a series gone this long, like, I think for 30 years, and I mean, next year will be its 30-year anniversary, I believe. So they've got to switch it up, and they've tried it in the past, and it's failed horrendously.
Yeah,
obviously all the previous games, but I think this one they've actually made the right change.
I think they have,
for a change, literally.
Like, so far, the foundation is looking good. It's looking sturdy. But only time will tell when the game releases.
Yeah.
Is it the 27th?
27th, yeah. So it's only around the corner. Yeah. Like, we've got, what, 3 more months? Like, literally 3 more months and it's out.
Yeah. 20 days after my birthday. If I don't get any birthday messages on our later podcast, I'm coming for you.
I found you.
Yeah. I'm attending a wedding on my birthday. I've already warned the bride. I said, look, if you don't if I don't get a birthday cake for the wedding, I'm turning up in a white dress.
Might as well.
And I've already bought it. I got it from a charity shop.
No. Well, if
It
obviously
doesn't fit.
anyone got any objections, you just stand up and say, yeah,
Yeah.
it's my
No
birthday,
birthday
no
cake, no
cake.
wedding.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, no, I am really looking forward to Resi 9.
Mm.
I'm looking forward to sinking my teeth into it. But again, it just comes down to execution.
Yeah.
Um, but I think overall, like with Stalker enemies, I don't think people are bored
I think
per
they just want
se.
something
I
fresh.
th- yeah, they just want something like that's literally spot on,
Yeah.
fresh,
Just something
something
fresh.
adaptive,
Yeah.
something that is not going to be like right. I'm just going to go to a safe room. It will leave me alone after 2 minutes, and then
Mm.
Bob's your Andy. An adaptive Stalker enemy would be amazing.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, just keep it fresh.
Yeah. And I feel, especially in this, again, a series that's gone on for 30 years, I think they got to change it. And again, not change it into the aspect of Resi 5 and 6, but just change the
Yeah.
Stalker enemy. So, instead of, like, again, running and gunning and shooting your way out, no, if you do that, you're going to die.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to be. Because it seems that a lot of it might be, not a lot of it, but a portion of the game might be a 1v1.
Yeah.
Because obviously the parts we've seen is we ain't seen no like any mobs around yet.
No.
So
Like with the brief segments we've
yeah,
seen, like the little compilations, we've seen other enemies, but you don't see Grace engage with them
no.
at all. It's been
So maybe
predominantly,
in that part it is a 1v1 in that section. And then when you move on to the
yeah,
next section and go, right, there's gonna be enemies here now.
yeah. Because I wouldn't like it to be like 80 or 90% or even 70% 1v1, because I think you would get bored of it
Mm.
eventually. But I think like if a good chunk at the beginning was between Grace
Yeah,
and
like sort of set the scene a bit, like sort of sell it
yeah,
and say, right, this is the enemy you're facing now. And once you sort of done that for like say an hour or two,
mm,
and go on next section, oh look, now here's the zombies. Because now obviously
yeah,
eventually they're going to go deeper into the facility they're in,
yeah,
and maybe
or
that's where the
even
zombies are, or whatever
or
enemies it
even
is.
yeah, or even if that's not even the beginning part, that could be the actual middle.
Yeah.
You could be doing the investigation, you could find the facility, you're going through stuff, you
Mm.
find in your first like interaction with the new zombies, and then suddenly you get kidnapped within the facility, and then boom, you put to the test.
Yeah. Because again, we don't know how long Grace has been there as well. Because we obviously
Exactly.
there's no timeline indicators at all yet. Obviously, they probably
No.
would say something in the game. So like, honestly, we don't know pretty much anything, which I like. I like everyone just like, sort of like theorizing things.
Speculating, yeah.
It's a bit like reminds me like especially like FromSoft games. Like
Mm,
FromSoft, like they put a base story but never conclude anything. Like Elden Ring, like there's so many theories of how the story goes. Like they sort of leave it to the fans to create their own, which
yeah.
are like so far at the moment they sort of like kept it like this is it. Create your own theories, and when you play the game, you're gonna find out. Instead of going right, this is Grace, this is Alyssa, that's our mother, she's the stalker. Sort of like giving away everything and just keep it all
Yeah.
secret. Keep everyone like going, yeah, I want to play out and find out who this monster is or who matey is, which is probably Spencer. But
Yeah, because there hasn't been, to be honest with you, there hasn't been hardly any, if not none, spoilers at
no,
all.
again, we know nothing. We literally know nothing
Yeah.
about any of it. Which again, I like. We don't even know.
Like
Like, I think there's zombies. Like, there's some sort. Of, it's been indicated there's some sort of zombie in the game.
yeah.
So eventually we will be fighting those zombie mobs.
Yeah. Because like I've even been keeping my eye on like Japanese websites. I
Mm.
can't understand any of it. I just copy and paste it into Google Translate, and you have to take that with a pinch of
Mm.
salt.
Yeah.
But yeah, literally nothing. There hasn't been any leaks. Like you see all these like YouTube shorts. Oh, there's a new leak. Leon's coming in. It hasn't been confirmed.
Well, no, I heard again a leak saying Leon was going to get announced at the. I think it's like the Japan Games Convention or something like that after a few months ago. I don't know the actual name of it, but
Yeah,
a leak about that because I remember you was on holiday on
yeah. Cyprus.
Cyprus at the time. And I said to you about it,
Yeah,
and yeah, nothing got announced.
Yeah, literally, like, because
No.
I rang you and I was like, "Oh, any news?" And
Mm.
you went, "No."
No, no, nothing got announced. It was just the same, really. Even though the most recent video where they done that, they had the voice actor lady come in and do all that bits.
Yeah,
That was mainly to promote the
game.
collector's edition
Yeah,
and things like
yeah,
that. That was, and then I do remember the board they had in the centre had Spencer, and everything was just pointing to him.
yeah.
So I'm pretty sure they're hinting, saying, "Spencer, that's Spencer."
It's here.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's probably the only real indicator of saying that's Spencer. Because it ain't
Mm.
Spencer, I'll be shocked.
Shocked.
I will be
Yeah.
heavily surprised if that's not Spencer.
In that video, though, they did have a really cool poster of all the characters.
Mm,
Like, it was like a collage of them. I thought that was
yeah,
really cool. I
yeah,
was like, "Oh, that'd look good in the office."
mm, yeah, it would be, yeah.
um, but yeah, I personally, I'm not complaining about Stalker enemies. I just think, like you hit the nail on the head. It needs to be fresh
Yeah,
now. Like we've had loads of Stalker enemies over the last few years, and they've all been practically the same.
yeah,
I just think maybe lean more into the Alien Isolation Stalker and then just revamp it.
yeah. I think that's like perfect. Again, like you said,
Mm.
just revamp it, make it really adaptive, change again, because again, it doesn't seem like it's an actual like in a sense of a Resident Evil game where you can just shoot your way through
Yeah,
everything. It seems like it's definitely going to be more of a if you make a mistake, that thing's going to get you and bite your head off. Because
yeah,
again, like, it's massive. Like you said, its hands, literally one hand goes around the entire body of Grace. So,
literally, yeah.
like, if it gets hold of you, you ain't going nowhere.
No,
Maybe
and
there might be the defense items that you've had in the past. Maybe you can like stab its hand or something like that. They might
yeah,
add that in, which is fine because you would, wouldn't you? Like they'd be
oh
saying
yeah,
if you got your knife, you'd stab it in the hand. But once I'd make it so it's a one-time use, like you couldn't get it back.
mhm.
Because again, you wouldn't stab it as its hands open. You go, hold on, then
Yeah.
run off, would you? You just stab it
No,
and go.
yeah, because like for me, if you create something adaptive, then you'll have adaptive players.
Mm.
Um,
Exactly, yeah.
because if you're going to restrain gamers in like a tight little box, that's the only direction we're
Mm.
going to go. But if you allow us to come out of the box, that's when you will create good moments. You
Yeah.
will create good gameplay, and I think that's going to be really important for this
Mm.
game.
And again, as I said before, Resident Evil has not done this before. It's not
No,
been in the game. Like, no Stalker movie has been adaptive. Not. It's always been straightforward. You know what you're getting. You know what I mean? You
yeah,
know
you're
what
going
you're
from
getting.
point A to point B.
Yeah, you know
That's
what you're
literally it. It's
getting.
very
But
linear.
now, if they make it so, instead of going to point B, they go point C instead. Then from C to F, you know what I mean? It's like all over the place, and it's gonna
Yeah,
make you think, and it's gonna go, oh, I can't. You know what I mean? I can't shoot my way out of this one anymore. So I'm gonna actually have to think how to get
yeah.
out of
It
it.
was, like, imagine if you go down the same corridor like 3 or 4 times, and the stalker enemy has never gone down that corridor. So then you start to get right. I'm in this place. I'm
Mm,
safe now. I know I am. And then suddenly the stalker just appears there.
yeah,
You're gonna go, oh shit!
mm,
I'm gonna need to have like a plan B,
yeah,
C, D, and bloody all the way to Z. But
yeah,
yeah, I think if you have an adaptive stalker or even just a general adaptive enemy, you will have adaptive gamers.
yeah, yeah. And I think it's the right direction to go as well. Because again, it is.
Yeah,
I won't say the series is getting stale, but in a sense, it is. Where it's just like
yeah,
the same, the same, the same. Because again, if they don't make the characters interesting, like the bosses, again, like Resi 8, some people probably disagree with me, which is totally fine. The only interesting character in that entire game is Lady Dimitrescu.
Demontress.
That's
Yeah.
it. Like Heisenberg,
Don't get
okay,
me started on him.
like I don't know, like, I don't find him interesting. Again, I've said this before. It's like a Teen Movie Magneto. You know what I mean? It's just like, he's not like even like his whole section is just a ball ache. Like it's just like
Hashtag Robo Wars.
basically yeah. They it's literally Transformers at this point. Like
Yeah.
so Optimus Prime's gonna come in at one point.
Yeah.
But like yeah, I feel long as they keep it interesting, fresh by doing all these things we're saying, I think this could be the most successful Resident Evil ever made. That this could go past Resi 4. It's got the potential anyway, I feel,
Yeah.
to go past it.
They just need to nail it.
Mm.
They really do. I hope they do.
I hope so. No, I hope this is the best Resident Evil we've ever made. I really do. I hope it smashes all of them and it comes my favourite. That's what I'm hoping. Because again, my favourites are Resi 2 remake, Resi 3 and Resi 4 are like the three which are the best.
Yeah.
And I want that to go past it. That's what I want.
Yeah. Just to clarify, when Metal said Resi 3 and Resi 4, he means Resi 4 remake and the original Nemesis, not the Resi 3 remake.
No. I don't think that's anyone's favourite, so.
No. I haven't got anything else to add, really. Have you?
No, I think that's pretty much it. Like, obviously, the baseline is just people are not bored of Stalker enemies. They just want something more unique into the series, I would say.
Yeah.
Something a bit fresher, like the Alien Isolation style in. Which I think that's how they're going for, because they said they are going back to sort of a more of a scarier, horror-based game, more into the horror aspect than it is of you got a gun, you can shoot it. Which, again, said it before, is a welcome thing, because again, it's just going to flip it and make it so interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know about replayability. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Again, we'll have
to
see.
Hope there is replayability.
Yeah, we'll just have to see. Because obviously,
money's worth.
All the other Resident Evils are free replayable. I mean, I've played them multiple times, all of them. So we'll have to see in how it comes out, really. Again, it's only around the corner. In 3 months' time. So, yeah. Again, I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's the first Resident Evil I've actually looked forward to since the Resident 2 remake. And that was 2019, I think. And that was around that area.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think what we might have to do is maybe we could do like a first ever, like for us anyway, is maybe stream the game on YouTube on this channel when it comes out.
Yeah, maybe.
I think that'll be a good show.
Yeah, we could do something like that, I think.
Yeah.
Then it would be like a live reaction to one of us doing that. And obviously, we'll discuss who does it at the time, so nearer to the time, so.
Yeah.
Because obviously we're both going to be playing it, so.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we could do like a dual stream. Oh. We have to walk at the same pace, though.
That's it, yeah. You're 2 steps ahead of me, hold on.
Oh, jeez. But yeah, I got nothing extra to add.
No, I think that's it. I think we've pretty much covered everything, and sort of like, again, the conclusion is I don't think people are getting bored. They just want something fresh, because it is a staple now as the Stalker enemy in a horror game. It is the staple.
Yeah.
So just make it, just tweak it, make it unique, make it fresh, and then everyone will be happy. If it's just the same old, everyone's gonna go, oh, it's this again. You know what I mean? You always got to break the boundary that you set. If you don't try and break it, it can, because you do have to take that risk. Because sometimes it can go terribly wrong. Again, Resident 5, Resident 6.
Yeah.
Or you can make something amazing, like something unique, and sets a new boundary, and everyone's got to try and get to that boundary to beat your game. So
yeah,
you just got to take a risk, especially as the series been going for 30 years now. So there's only so much it can rely on to be reliable, should we say? Yeah,
that's the thing. Yeah, it just needs to be polished.
Yeah. That's what it is. The little tweaks, then it'd be golden, and don't make the story poo.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. I just pray it's a good game.
So do I.
The game's not the cheapest, but it's not the most expensive.
I was actually surprised it was only 60 quid. Like, I thought it was going to be at least 70. So 60. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. You know what I mean? Like, in this day and age, for a standard edition game, it's like 70 quid now. It's just like, back in the day, that was unheard of.
Oh, yeah.
Like, unheard of. Even like deluxe editions. Like a deluxe edition was 60 quid back in the day. You know what I mean? It would have been 60 quid. And even then, it was like, maybe not. But now it's like standard edition, 70 quid. And it's like a new Call of Duty Black Ops 7. 70 quid for the same game it's been for 15 years. It's like, oh, come on.
Yeah. Have you seen the clips on that?
I've heard it's done really bad, like really bad.
It's the worst rated Call of Duty ever.
Oh my.
Like, mate, one of the I saw a clip, and this guy. He's literally crying with laughter
Mm.
on how bad the game is. So he's playing multiplayer. I think it's multiplayer anyway. And one of the kill streaks, okay, is an 80-foot machete that gets rained down. Mate, I'm not even joking. It's an 80-foot machete that comes down on the enemy. Mate, it's like Call of Duty on acid.
Well, they must have been while making it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like loads of people are saying, oh yeah, this is gonna be the Battlefield killer.
Well, I know, but this has gone well off topic, but it
Yeah.
is what it is. But on release, Battlefield 6, I think had like on Steam had like 700,000 players. I
Mm-hmm.
believe like between 6 to 700,000. Black Ops 7 on release had about 50,000. So
DVD did better.
yeah, DBD's got more players. I'm pretty sure than Black Ops 7 right now.
Yeah. Oh, it's awful because
Mm,
like they got some really good actors in there as well. They got Merle from The Walking Dead. He's in it.
mm,
They got this other guy. He's been in loads of films. The only one I can think of right now is That's My Boy with Adam Sandler. Not the best film, but he's in there. And yeah, it's mate, they've gone Black Ops 3, but on acid.
mm.
That's what they've done. But anyway,
But anyway, yeah, that went totally off tangent, but whatever.
yeah. But yeah, if you have made it this far in the video, thank you ever so much. We really do appreciate every single one of you. And again, thank you for the last video. You guys absolutely smashed it. If you did like the video, please drop us a like. Let us know for your thoughts down below. Do you consider games as a 3-course meal? Let us know. Do you like it well cooked, medium rare? Who knows? But yeah, and obviously please don't forget to subscribe. It does help us out massively, and it helps us get us in the YouTube algorithm. But yeah, until then, take care, look after yourself, and we'll catch you all on the next one. Toodles.
Toodles.